Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome to Makeup and Mental Health. Today I will be talking about social anxiety and doing this right here on my face. I'm keeping it simple today, y'all, because listen, I couldn't be bothered today with a bunch of crazy cut crease, winged liner, like not wing liner, but like graphic liner, and I just couldn't. Not today. If you want to talk about social anxiety, just keep on watching. I had to record this video twice. This is my second time and it sucks. I already did my brows and the top concealer already. I always do. I will put everything I use in the description down below. Okay, don't come for my hair. I'm actually just gonna stay around the house to get my house organized because like after Christmas I kind of just said F everything. Who hasn't experienced social anxiety? I mean, you pretty much experience it when you're adolescence, right? Like when you're going through puberty, because that's pretty normal. People at that age. But having social anxiety or just anxiety in social settings is already difficult enough. So we, my darlings, are just gonna hit on like some of the things that I experience or that like I go through, and please comment below how you experience it, like how you cope and things like that, because I still kind of struggle. I would say that that's like one of the things that I would like to work on is working on my social anxiety. Because honey, can I just say I'm a weirdo, a hard time making friends. Let's say I'm trying to make friends, right? Which I'm not good at making friends. Like, just gonna keep that real. I'm don't know what to say. I get nervous that I'm gonna say the wrong thing, that they're not gonna like me, and then it's just gonna get really weird. What else? I have a hard time with talking to people in large groups. I usually get pretty quiet, and then when I do decide to say something, I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, why did you say that? Usually when I am pretty outspoken in that kind of setting, it's because of liquid courage. Like, I'm not gonna lie, honey, liquid courage helped me through a lot of things. The fact that I'm doing a wing on camera, I'm not good at wings. Like, at least not as of recently. I used to be really good at them, but my eye has like this fold, so I try to just be as quiet as possible during like social settings with large groups, because I just can't do it. It makes me nervous. Being in a crowded room, I feel like people are judging me, which sounds completely crazy because they're probably not. I'm just like creating that scenario like out of my head. Meeting new people in social settings, like in new settings that I'm not familiar with, I also do the same thing. I'm like, oh my god, they're judging me, they probably think I look crazy, like they probably, or when I talk to people in social settings, I'm just like, they didn't like me, like they probably thought I was really, really weird. I just create nonsense that probably doesn't exist when it comes to being in large groups. Like, oh my god, they think I'm weird, like why did you say that, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, she crazy, or whatever. Try to avoid them, or I end up leaving places like super early because I just don't have the capacity to deal with it anymore. Like, I will literally start having a meltdown, a panic attack, craziness. Like, it really is just crazy. And that's why I have a hard time meeting new people, because I typically just don't like to be in large groupings like that. Like, I have to be extremely just laying it out on the line. Like, I have to be inebriated for me to enjoy like something like that. I can't help it. And then when I make plans, I usually make plans when I am feeling pretty optimistic. And then I hate when I actually have to follow through with those said plans. Half of the time, oh my god, this is not my color. I'm trying out a new foundation and I want to try it on for a couple days before I like give it a review. Like half of the time I will cancel those plans, or I will leave early from those plans. Kind of sucks sometimes because it's like people who don't experience that. Well, this is so Jodie. They just like don't understand it. They think I'm weird. I'm a little weirdo. Like, she's leaving again. I try to like do my best with upholding the plans that I make, just because I do my best to make sure I follow through the plans that I make, because I know myself, and as soon as somebody gives me like the escape, I'm out. I'm like, okay, bye. Bye. This is way too much concealer. That's okay, I'm trying to change the color of this foundation. I hate public speaking. Makes me nervous. When we started having to stay home, leaving my house to go to the grocery store, sent me into like full-blown panic attacks, which is like the dumbest thing ever. I hated being around all those people like at the grocery store. I was like, don't go home. But then I'm like, okay, I'm one of those people at the grocery store, and who knows else who's having issues with like going out in public then, you know. Usually a lot of people at the grocery store. I'm getting better with like being social or whatever. I have friends who are very social. I'm just like not built that way, and that's okay. Like, I'm okay with like being the person who isn't always extrovert. When I decide to extrovert, I'm actually like pretty decent, but I have to be in the mood. I have to be in the mood to like extrovert. Otherwise, it's just a no-go for me. Like, I can't, no. My social anxiety usually pops up as like physical too. Honey, I start getting nauseous. I have a tendency to like, it feels like I have to poop. Like, that's how bad my stomach will hurt. That's how bad my things, like my stomach will hurt, my palms will get sweaty. Sometimes if it's really, really bad, my heart will race. My heart races when I public speak, or have to speak in front of anyone, to be honest. Like, I absolutely hate it. I have had panic attacks in public before, so I did, like, because I was in public, like, it was the worst freaking feeling in the world. It sucked. I felt like I was having a heart attack, if I'm being honest. Every time I would go to the grocery store when everything first started getting shut down, I would come home with panic attack. Like, I would have panic attacks coming home. Like, that's just not normal. Like, that's okay. But it happened. It doesn't happen anymore. I still sometimes get really, really nervous if I have to go, like, shopping in a center, like a mall or something. I personally don't like malls anymore. I used to love them as a teenager. Like, I would always be at the mall. And now as an adult, I'm like, I'm not going there. No, ma'am. That's pretty much it. Like, sometimes I get shaky, like my hands will start to shake, but that is about pretty much it. So places that are like Disneyland or anything like that, like, I'm really not a fan of. Honest, it's too many people. It's too much going on. I get very overstimulated and I just like want to shut down. I have gone to obviously things like that. I force myself to. I am an introvert that likes to extrovert when I'm feeling up for it. I have to be in the mood to pretty much hang out with people. Speaking in public is terrible, meeting new people is terrible, being around, you know, talking closely in large groups, I hate that. Sometimes I say things that I ramble when I'm nervous. So I say things that maybe not to say in public, like honestly probably shouldn't say something to people that you like just barely met, but word vomit happens to me all the time. I don't know what to say, so then I just don't say anything, and the conversation's very dull. And then people are like, I'm never gonna talk to her again, like I'm never gonna hang out with her ever. I still have a hard time like with it. I would love to meet new people, but I'm just not very good at it. I'm better like in a one-to-one type of situation. I'm very selective about the people that I hang out with because I'm weird. And like not everybody understands or gets my humor. So yeah. High five if you have social anxiety. And I'm sorry that you struggle with it. If you do struggle with it, I never really fully grew out of it after like adolescence. God, I hated high school. I didn't pass debate because it's debate, you have to talk in public. I purposely didn't. I would play hooking from debate. Yup, that's what I did. You know what's funny is I talk to you guys all the time, but I'm also behind a camera. We're not face to face. That's completely different. There's kind of like a barrier with me talking to you. Talking to you and you being like right there on the other side because you can't physically touch me. And you can say stuff on my YouTube channel, but like, you didn't say it to my face, so we're good. Oh, which I know sounds like really crazy, but I don't know. I guess like it's kind of like a protective thing. Like you do not need to be this frosty when you're just gonna like be at the house. I don't really think there's really anything else. Like, I don't know any other social things that are super crazy, I guess. I guess in a way, like even just social media as well, like sometimes I can get like insecure. I'm like, oh my god, are they gonna like me? Like, is it gonna be cool? Like, are they gonna like me? Is it gonna like my brain just overloads on stuff that like in retrospect doesn't matter. Do you love you? And the people who will be attracted to you will come. My brain overanalyzes everything when it comes to social interaction. I don't know why I did that. It overanalyzes everything. And it's even worse when it's like in a social type of situation. That's just who I am, you know? That was a good tongue pop. I'm gonna go put my lashes on and I will be right back. Put my lashes on and put lip gloss on and yeah, off camera. That was my ramblings about social anxiety. Something else. Getting better. I try to do my best with it. Sometimes I just have to be by myself. And I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with being by myself. Hopefully in the year 2021, I can get better at being social. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, morning, whenever you are watching this. And I will see you in the next makeup and mental health. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please, please share. Okay?